Israel captured the West Bank, along with East Jerusalem and the Gaza Strip, in the 1967 Mideast War. The Palestinians want the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and the Gaza Strip for their hoped-for future state. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has formalized an agreement to advance a contentious settlement expansion initiative that would encroach upon territory desired by Palestinians for their future state. In the previous month, the E1 project, designed to divide the occupied West Bank and isolate it from East Jerusalem, was granted final approval by a planning commission within the Israeli Defense Ministry. During a visit to the Maale Adumim settlement in the West Bank, where thousands of new housing units would be added, Netanyahu said, "There will never be a Palestinian state. This place is ours." The settlement initiative has faced opposition from Western governments and advocacy organizations who express worries that it may jeopardize potential peace agreements with the Palestinians. Here's all you need to know. A divisive new settlement development in the West Bank is moving forward, a venture that has raised alarms among Palestinians and human rights organizations who fear it could derail aspirations for a Palestinian state by dividing the area into two segments. This construction, located on a piece of land known as E1, situated to the east of Jerusalem, has been deliberated for over 20 years. Its contentious nature stems from the fact that it represents one of the final geographic connections between the key West Bank urban centers of Ramallah and Bethlehem. The aerial distance between the two cities is 22 kilometers. However, upon the completion of the E1 settlement initiative, the option for a direct path will be eliminated. This will compel Palestinians making the journey between these cities to take a lengthy detour, traveling several kilometers off course and navigating through numerous checkpoints, a situation that significantly prolongs their travel time. Israel's initiative to broaden its settlements contributes to an increasingly challenging situation for Palestinians residing in the occupied West Bank, particularly as global focus stays centered around the ongoing conflict in Gaza. There has been a significant rise in assaults by settlers on Palestinians, forced removals from Palestinian towns, and the establishment of checkpoints that severely restrict freedom of movement, alongside a number of retaliatory attacks by Palestinians against Israelis. Currently, over 700,000 Israelis inhabit the West Bank and East Jerusalem, regions that were seized by Israel in 1967 and are claimed by Palestinians for their envisioned statehood. The majority of the international community views the construction of Israeli settlements in these territories as illegal and a hindrance to achieving peace. The Israeli government is heavily influenced by religious and ultra-nationalist leaders who have strong connections to the settlement movement. Bezalel Smotrich, who was once a prominent settler leader and currently serves as the finance minister, has been given cabinet-level power to oversee settlement policies and has pledged to increase the settler population in the West Bank by twofold. Israel has declared East Jerusalem as part of its capital, a claim that lacks international recognition following its annexation. The Israeli stance is that the West Bank is a contested area, with its future needing to be settled through negotiations, while it completed its withdrawal from Gaza in 2005. Terrorists and terror sympathizers are running for cover as Israel goes all out in the West Bank. For decades, the so-called Palestinian refugee camps have been festering wounds, With Israel limited to applying counter-terrorism bandages, the IDF is now taking a decisive step to eliminate the problem at its root. As per the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, Israel is applying the most critical lesson from October 7th. Never allow an enemy to build the capabilities needed to inflict catastrophic harm. The threat was further exacerbated after Palestinians freed from Israeli jails as part of the Gaza deal returned to the area.